All right, everyone, welcome to lesson one. And today we are actually starting real coding. No theory chapters, no boring concepts. We go straight into practical work. By the end of this series, you will know how to build a clean professional website from scratch. And before we begin, listen to this carefully. AI is powerful, no doubt. But relying only on AI for coding is a huge mistake. Why? Because AI sometimes rather, most of the times, mixes styles, it gives extra code, and sometimes it just spits out things that don't even work together. So if you don't know the basics, you won't even know what went wrong. But if you understand the fundamentals, AI becomes your assistant, not your boss. You stay in control, and that's the whole purpose of this course. For this journey, we are using Visual Studio Code (VS Code), which is the world's most popular code editor. It's fast, clean, and does exactly what a real developer needs. It highlights errors, organizes your files, and makes writing code smooth and enjoyable. So here is the address for downloading Visual Studio, and address is, as you can also see on the screen, visualstudio.microsoft.com. So let's download it, and then we move on to the next step. All right, I have downloaded VS Code and it's installed. Now, before we write any code, let me quickly tell you the three files we are going to use in this project, because every modern website needs these files. So the very first file that we will be creating is new file. Click on new file and name it index.html. What is index.html? This is our website's main file. Whenever someone opens your website, this is the first file that loads. All the structure and content of the page goes inside this. The next file we are going to need is style.css. This file decides how your website looks, the colors, spacing, fonts, layout, everything visual. HTML is the skeleton and CSS is the design and decoration. And the third file that we are going to need in the process is script.js, the JavaScript. This is where we will add small interactive features using JavaScript. Even if we only add a few things, it's important to understand how real website works. So these three files, HTML, CSS, and JS, together make a complete website. Super simple. Now let's actually open our index.html and start writing the first line of code. So index.html, we are in this file, and the first code that starts in modern web page is doctype space html. Doctype space html means this line tells the browser use the modern version of html rules. That's it. Without this, browser may switch to old compatibility modes, and your website will not align with the modern internet technologies and the structure of the website. Next, we define the language of the website: HTML space lang English. This starts our entire web page. Everything goes between HTML. The language English part tells Google and the browser that the page is in English. The next important part is head. What is head? The head section, uh, visible on the page. Think of it like a control room where we set all instructions for the browser. So in the head section, we are going to define some important and modern elements of the website. This line ensures the browser can read all languages correctly: English, Arabic, emojis, everything. UTF-8. And the next line of code will tell the browser how to react to different screen sizes. This line of code is viewport dash content sorry viewport it leaves a space, content is equal to width content. Width should be device width. This means screen size. Initial scale should be 1.0. That's it. So the next line that I'm going to write is about your SEO description. This text appears under your website name on Google. It tells search engines what your website is about. So let's write this code as well. Meta name is equal to description. As you can see, guys, the VS Auto suggests the code lines. It is very easy and very functional. And when you will start working on VS Code, it will help you a lot learning the concepts and understand how errors appear in your code. So the meta name is description, and its content should be green leaf landscaping. This is the website that we will be working on. It's not a toy project. It's going to be an actual website. Content is green leaf landscaping. We will describe it more. So when someone searches this website, it appears in the Google search, and it will give more details to the visitors. So professional lawn care, gardening or garden design. Yeah, it is most or suitable and outdoor maintenance services. So the next meta name is keywords. Keywords are the SEO keywords. These are for search engines, and they help Google understand your page topic, especially for local businesses searches, as well as for the international search. So here we will define the SEO keywords. For example, landscaping, lawn care, garden design, outdoor maintenance, and other garden services. So here we will define the title of the website: Greenleaf Land Greenleaf Landscaping. This is the line that shows on the browser tab, and in Google search results, I will always keep it clean and clear. And that's your entire head section, the invisible but very important part of every website. This sets the foundation. Next, we'll move into the body where actual visible website starts. So let's go to the next step.